if you don't have a question now, I invite now Seda and Mary to come in the room. So we begin with Mary from Kasa. So when I saw the 2 weeks ago, you said me in Kasa where the training of develop the social entrepreneurship for the young people. So my question is very simple. First time, what is Kasa? And can you give more details concerning this program?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let me explain in few sentences what is Kasa. Kasa was established in 1997. It opens as Comidas Actions with Harmonie. And since that time, it has implemented many projects in main areas of construction and humanitarian aid, as well as agriculture and education. So first, it was mainly focused on mainly humanitarian and construction issues, because after post-earthquake era in 1988, it was a very severe situation in the regions. So mainly we were giving humanitarian aid to the people and constructing a lot of buildings, schools, and etc. Parallel to that, we were also implementing various social and cultural projects, trainings, and since last 10 years, maybe we are focusing more on education and helping people, and especially youth, in realizing their projects, their ideas. So one of the projects that we are implementing is this Young Entrepreneurs Project. The aim was that there are a lot of people, especially youth in Armenia, that are working somewhere that they are not happy with, or people that are not working but can do something that they love. And we decided to tackle that and started to implement this project, which was different from the others that was given as a business training. So it was not just helping people or telling them, okay, we are teaching you how to become an entrepreneur and giving you a skill or a template of a business plan. It was more of a holistic approach. Now it consists of 3 main modules. First is a self-reflection tool. We decided, okay, if a person needs to do something, then he needs to love what he does. That's why it's important that you understand, first of all, what you love to do. So the first module is like a 3-day intensive reflection part, where people reflect on their strengths, on weaknesses, on their dreams, and bring something that is in the bottom of their heart, and something that they would really love to do, because then also the business is successful if you do that. So the first part is mainly on focusing on self-reflection. Second part is giving tools and soft skills that people as an entrepreneur will need, such as time management, team management, conflict resolution, creativity, tools or knowledges, like also skills that every entrepreneur needs. And then the third part is then focusing already on writing your business plan. Business plan, but not just a business, like I love to say, like a bloody capitalistic business plan, but something that you can bring social impact to your community. So knowing that, while doing our trainings, we always bring the example of Kasa itself as one of the pioneers who started since 1997 implementing various social activities. So one example is where we are now doing solidarity, like in French they say, tourisme solidaire, so a solidarity tourism, where we bring many tourists, but we don't take them to luxury hotels or make into luxury restaurants. We bring them to the communities. We take them to the villages or to the hostels, to the bed and breakfasts, where community is developing itself, and people are working and people are earning, and they are staying in those small villages because they are doing something they love, and then we are having an impact as a social enterprise, let's say. So, to say, in all our training, the training is different because I think we are one of the first organizations to give such a training that focuses and emphasizes social enterprise and social entrepreneurship. In all our, when the people give their ideas, trainers, like participants give their ideas, we always try to see how that business can be a social enterprise, how that business can shift it to be a social enterprise, not just a business, but something that can have both a revenue and also a social impact. Yeah, basically.
It's a very, very long and very clear with a very concrete example. And do you have a question? No? For Mary, for the activity of Kawa?
Yes.
I wonder, how did you find the funds for your plan?
Which one? For Kasa?
For instance.
No, okay, so we don't give funds. We just give a training, but then we tell them opportunities how they can find the training. For example, we tell about Golba, we tell about various grants, we tell about crowdfunding or as a way that you can raise funds. We tell about the credits that you can get as a small and medium enterprise. So the main aim is that in Armenia, a lot of people are afraid of doing any business, and they think that doing business is something very old. Our aim is, first of all, to make people think about themselves, about their community, find something inside them that makes them do something, and then by having an impact on the community, if they do that, they can find any funds. So if you find what you love and you find your passion, and you find that impact you can have on your community, then finding funds is a small part. Also, Kasa is having some connections, and it's also, if there are some very interesting projects, we are providing very small, like symbolic funds for the beginning, so they can start something. So.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Last question, sales that I posed with Marina, in one sentence. What is your principal motivation to work in social business?
I'm becoming motivated when I motivate people, and maybe because of that. So when I see people that are motivated and they do something that has a big impact, then that's what drives me.
Yes, it's a thing I think for all social entrepreneurship in the world to have a big social impact in their kind of company, of social company. So thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So now we pass at Seda for Tata. Seda, you are French social businesswoman, and you are Armenian social businesswoman. So it's really interesting to see the difference and to similarity. So can you explain what is Tata, and what is also your story, your little background, and the story of this company?
I'm Seda, and I'm happy that you already have the chance to listen to Marina about Kolba Lab, because what I do, the project called Tata, is the child of Kolba Lab. So it went out from there, so it was incubated in Kolba. Being a mom of 3 kids, I, on my own experience, know all the problems that moms in Armenia and in the world do experience as social people, as citizens, after becoming moms. So, and having in mind all these problems for a long time, then one day I said, okay, maybe this is a good chance. I heard about the competition of Kolba, and I said, okay, I submit my idea, maybe, we can find a solution. After some time, it became one of the winners of the camp, social innovation camp, and I said, okay, this is the time I quit my job, everything, and I start thinking of solutions and thinking how me, as an experienced mom, can create some solutions for other moms. And then we started. I have the honor to recruit and to set up a small but very motivated team of young people ready to support moms. And together we started to think about new solutions, things that usually do not exist, or before now at least. And there we started with babysitting, which is so common in the West. And on one hand, it is a good opportunity for young people, mainly girls, because of some national stereotypes, to find jobs, meaning they are ready to spend their free time taking care of kids, not very small ones, but at least those who can play, you know. And on the other hand, this is a really good and needed support for moms. And there we started. I'm happy to say that it is not really easy to break the stereotypes and to say, okay, this young girl can take care of your kid at your home whenever you need. And we had the chance to have the first people, enthusiasts, who started to experiment our service, but then they were happy about it because, for example, a young couple could go out after 10 and be happy that the kid is safe at home playing with someone. This was the first idea. Then we turned to several other ideas, like summer school for a specific age group, then some fun activities for engaging moms with the kids, etc. For example, there were things which we even didn't think about. Like we had a call from a mom saying, "Hello, you know, I'm going to a wedding. Can you maybe support us and send with us a young girl who could take care with the kid? Because I want to have the kid with me, and but I will not be able to combine both the kid and the wedding." So, and then we could solve such kind of things. Now we are in a bit transition period, because for about a year we had the chance to experiment a lot of things and see which are working, which are not. And currently we think of going forward and moving a bit to trying to enlarge the community, because anyway, we are based in Yerevan and we can, unfortunately, for now, help only moms based in Yerevan. But what we are thinking of is to try to activate the communities themselves, because you know what is going on in villages, and that's what we try to figure out now, and that's the challenge at the moment.
Yes, and right, so concerning Tata, if you want, it's possible for you to help Seda, because we have discussed many times to prepare for her another creative workshop. And if you can you give your sentence or your challenge? So I think remember the imagine the new space, the new. Can you explain what is it?
Yeah, the challenge, as I said, we are in a kind of transition, and what we think of, imagine a new venue, a new space of Tata to provide new solutions and to support more moms in Armenia.
And the hold-up is organized last week on February or first week in March. We don't know, but if you want to follow to help Seda, so don't join the Facebook group MKS Yerevan, and you are very informed to help Tata and Seda. So thanks a lot, Seda and Marie. If you have a question, it's possible to pose. Yes.
Sorry, just one more question. How much does it cost? Is it for free or does it cost any money? Any service for months?
It's not free. It's like you pay for the service, whichever you take. It depends. It's mostly it's pay for hour, or if it is, let's say, an activity or an event, then you pay accordingly.
For example, do you have an hour, like for an hour, the cost will be this much, or for
Yes, for a babysitting service, for example, it's an hour of babysitting service depending on the hour itself, on time. Starting from 6,000 drums to 600, sorry, 600 to 1,000. If it is 1 hour, 1,000 per hour, one after 8. That's it.
Just one more. Do you do any activity to promote, like a lot of people know about your service? Because there might be a lot of people who would like to have such kind of babysitters or any kind of service, but they don't know, does it exist?
We have an active Facebook page. We are setting up the website, so you can go to the Facebook page. You can find Tata, Mom's Helper, on Facebook, and then we will have the website ready soon.
Sorry, in the last
Yeah?
I have heard about many social people, like moms, who are doing such kind of activities. Do you have any contact with them? Because you are doing the same, but in different parts and differently. Like if you will be combined and you will do together, united, this will work much more better.
I am in touch with most of them. So, and I agree with you that if there are more people, if more moms work together, then the impact would be bigger.
You have, excuse me. You have another question? Okay. So thanks a lot. Schlagerlöse. So we arrived at the beginning of the end of the MKS, but before we heard last time Narragati ensemble, and after, if you want to speak about social entrepreneurship or to speak about make sense, I invite to Presso Cafe. It's very close to Narragati to discuss and to take a drink together.